Happy Monday, all. I hate Mondays, but nonetheless, it is what it is. But, and I have to have dinner with my boss tonight. Okay, so I picked something up really cool yesterday. Met with a viewer who is a pal, whatnot. So we're just going to kind of chat for something I'm going to do to the bike so that you can all be angry at me and make fun of me. I've been trying to shoot this video for like hours because a dude was trying to load a tiny little, I don't know what you call it. Is it teeny little bulldozer? I think it's a dingo on the back of it. It was a Toro. I'll cut in some bits because he almost died lots of times by not having the right trailer for the job, you know. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just walk it up. You'll be fine. Who needs legs? But anyway, I went and hung out with a buddy yesterday who I met through the channel, and he is one of those guys that is a big fan of the custom bagger scene and big stereos and all this stuff that is outside of my price range. But anyway, I'll put a picture in here real quick. But to help him out, he's got just tons of body parts in his garage, human ones. No. For the bike. So he's got a set of stock bag lids, stock side covers, stock front and rear fender off of a 19 Street Glide in that like red denim color. And then he also has an entire rear end from Topshop, which is a higher end custom bagger part manufacturer. So he's got 8-inch stretch bags and a CVO style stretch fender. The bags are set for 8-inch speakers, like 2 per bag. It's like serious sound system stuff. He bought all this stuff, had it blocked out, had it like ready for paint. The fender's already even painted a certain dark red, which is really cool. And then decided to go a totally different direction. So now these parts have never been used, I don't think they've ever been mounted up, but they're cleaned up and ready to go for somebody to shoot them. But I'll put that picture here. You're probably looking at it right now. So send me an email at demunk@professional-monkey.com if you're interested in that stuff, and I'll connect you with him. So I'm just trying to help him out because he needs to get that crap out of his garage, and good chance to save several $100s if you're in the market for custom bagger parts. But bagger parts, I think I said dagger parts. Anyway, another thing he did when he changed everything over is he went with a different exhaust than he had been running. So he had a 2-into-1 pipe from a company called Graffeo. I hadn't heard of them because they're one of those like smaller shops that does one-at-a-time builds. They make these pipes one at a time, pretty much custom to order, and they're stainless steel. I've always liked the style and the look of these pipes, but I just didn't know a manufacturer. And he had this Graffeo pipe sitting here, and they're really expensive. They're many dollars more than I've ever paid for an exhaust system. And I bought it from him, you know. So he gave me a great deal on it because it's used and I really liked it. So I may do some changes to the Ultra Limited. So here it is. Bam. So it's called the Big Mouth pipe, if I remember correctly, because of that. So it's a nice 2-into-1. Again, nice wells, nicely made pipe. No shield, so it's been polished since he took it off. But Blue Angels are here. Not really. Cops are in a chopper looking for somebody. Run! Anyway, so look at how cool that is. That's their like badge that goes on the pipe. So yes, he took this off, and before he gave it to me, before he sold it to me, had it all polished, which is nice of him. But I'm gonna let it go natural. I think it'd be cool because it's gonna turn. It's stainless, so it's not going to turn like an old mild pipe would or old chrome pipe, but it's going to turn. You know, the welds are going to turn purple. The pipe's going to turn, you know, bronzish, goldish color. I think that's going to be cool. I like that sort of natural look on these stainless pipes. So now some of you out there are already saying, isn't that going to create an issue for you because there's a hole in your rear? There's a hole in all of our rears, but there's one in that too. And yes, it will. And over the last several months, I've gotten to be legitimate pals with the boss at Van Black. He's a good dude. You know, when you meet someone who loves bikes, he just happens to make parts for them. You know, you become friends. And so we chat pretty regularly. And I said, hey, I told him about this pipe, and I go, you maybe want to help me out with a changing of the parts that you just sent me. And he was like, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. But he was like, yes. So he's going to send me a different fender and bag bottom that will not have the cutout. But he did say, you know, production's screwed up all over the world right now. Everything takes forever. So I don't know when that's going to be. So I might be rolling with a hole in my rear for a while there. I said it. But there's one thing I have to do. I want to talk about a great customer service thing related to this pipe. So when I picked this pipe up and got it home, I realized it was missing a bracket. And my buddy didn't realize it either, that it was missing the bracket. Not his fault. So what I did was I contacted Graffeo. I think the actual dude, because when I like the dude whose name is Graffeo, and I sent a message to the company through their like Facebook page, and I got an instant response saying, you know, what is the story now? And I sent him a picture of the pipe, and what I'm missing is this pipe sort of set up like the older Vance and Hines pipes, which I like. So how that works is, let me show you. You got your, of course, your flanges that go into the actual jugs, but then this bracket shoots off, and there's an L-shaped bracket off of that goes to the two lower side cover bolts off your transmission side cover bolts on the bottom. So you take those out, put this bracket back in, and then that creates the L that you need to, you know, which is how Vance and Hines pipes used to be when the big radius and the short shots, and I think Cobras were like that too. So I like that. It just supports the pipe a little better. You know what? Support. Anyway, these already even have some O2 sensors in them. So, I mean, I don't even have to do that, which is just nutty. So, yeah, so we're going to have this pipe put on as soon as I get that bracket. And again, thanks to Graffeo for going like, yeah, we'll just send you another bracket, no big deal. So they're going to send that out, which I think a lot of companies are like that. So that was a good sign, right? And then we'll throw this on pretty soon. Gonna have to figure out the tuning situation, because I know she's going to be lean now. You know, like, so this being a 21, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. If you've been around for a while, you know that there was a whole slew of issues because of the tuning thing. 21 and later, there's only 21. Anyway, 21 bikes started with a new plug on the ECM. So the tuners, there just wasn't any. You know, there's no FP3, there's no Dynajet, there's no insert name here. I think Cobra has one called the FI. None of that stuff is out yet for the 21 bikes because it's a different plug. So you have to run the stupid Harley Stream Eagle Pro Tuner, which is EPA compliant and junk. So I have that on there, and the bike is tuned for a stage 1, but I'm going to have to figure something out for that pipe, or that sucker's going to turn real gold and real blue real fast. So I don't know. That's the only thing I'm going to have to figure out, is getting that sucker to richen up enough to run that pipe. So that's all I got for today. I was hoping to be mounting the pipe up before I realized about the bracket thing, but thanks to Graffeo for stepping up and being like, yeah, we'll send you a new bracket, no big deal. That's good. That's good stuff. I'm a fan now. And then from there, comment down below anything else you want to see on the channel sometime soon. One thing I will give you a sneak preview of, me and the missus spent all day Saturday cleaning the garage out. So you can tell no difference at all. No, you can't. Why? Because we were able to get rid of some stuff there, shift the bikes over and the cart over that way to make some room. It's about bike size, isn't it? So you guys saw a long time ago where I was talking to my buddy about his old chopper. And yes, people are going to start, some people are going to freak. It's not a chopper, it's a custom motorcycle. Yes, I understand that. Let's just calm down. What he has is what was originally an 883 Sportster in the late 90s that his wife rode that got dropped. And when it got dropped, it was damaged in such a way that the bike was not totaled. It's just not worth fixing. You know what I mean? You get into that sort of financial situation. So what he did was he pulled the drivetrain out of it and the wheels and the fork legs, and that's it. And then he and a buddy of his who was a local chopper builder down here in South Florida, who's unfortunately no longer with us, built this bike. And I'll put a picture of it, you know, here. But it's pretty badass. It's old school. It's a rigid, skinny with a coffin tank. And I like it. I like that it was put together, you know, reasonably. But it was built 20 years ago. This chopper's 20 years old. And as a result, it's a little Orange County Choppers. in design, you know, for my taste. And you'll see some of that in the photos and whatever else I can, you know, find a stitch in here to see. But we're going to bring it round. Get it running, obviously, running and riding, but then I'm going to try and figure out where to go with it from there. I know the headlight needs to be popped back up on the top of the trees so that it's not doing that year 2000 underhang thing that I'm not a fan of. If that's your thing, I'm sorry, I was not a fan of it. And then I think I'm going to go satin black on the frame and tank. I haven't fully decided yet, but there's a bubble on the tank that's pretty big, so it's going to pop. So something's got to be done soon. Anyway, I'm thinking I might pull the motor or wheels off and whatnot and satin black the bike. And then there's a local dude down here called Quality Handmade that does amazing sign style painting, and we might do something wild on the tank. And then either, I don't know, we'll sell it on to somebody or we'll hold on to it. I'm not sure. My dream with this channel was to buy a bike, fix it up, sell it on for a micro profit, take that money, reinvest, you know what I mean, and just keep going until we end up with something vintage. I'd really like to have a panhead, knucklehead, something like that. But that's long-term goals and stuff. But this is a start, so we're about to have the Pro Monkey chopper in there. Or custom motor. Jesus Christ, the bikers are worse than high school girls. I swear to God, that is not this and anyway. So, take care of each other out there. That's it. My brain just shut off for a second there. We'll talk soon. Bye.